And when we talk about innovation, many organizations or even people start thinking about, oh, we need to put a budget for innovation. No. Innovation is not about big budgets, but about big mindsets. And we can see it here. There's personal innovation, there's corporate innovation, eco-innovation, social innovation. We don't have time to go into the details of what each represent, but all of this has to work together for innovation to fully be successful in an organization. So it's not about the size of your resources, but about the size of your mindset. The future belongs to innovative thinkers, not degree holders, not MBA holders, not PhD holders. There are people, whatever you're talking to them, they're just like, do you know I'm a PhD holder? Do you know I have an MBA? How innovative are you? You need to be able to bring more than your degree and your certificate to the table. And innovation can come from anywhere. You don't put together a team within an organization and say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the innovation team. You could be surprised that innovation can come from anyone, from the top, even sometimes from the unlikely sources on the ground. And innovation is uncomfortable. It asks you to trade certainty for possibility. It disrupts familiar habits. So you don't need millions to innovate. You need a mindset that looks for possibilities instead of problems. And we think of Nokia. Nokia was one of the, anybody knows Nokia? Okay, I can't be the only old person in here. So Nokia was one of the most successful mobile phone companies in the world. For the Gen Zs who don't know what I'm talking about, ask your neighbor. Just check if they're old enough. Ask them, what's Nokia phone, right? So they didn't fall because they lacked resources. The company was not kicked out of the market because they didn't have enough money. It wasn't even because they didn't have enough clients. It was because they did not innovate fast enough. They were not agile enough. They had everything. In 2007, they were on the cover of the Forbes magazine, the same 2007 that the iPhone was launched into the market. The cover of the magazine, for people who pay attention to this, it's always trending online, where the CEO at the time, the CEO of Nokia at the time said, 1 billion customer who can catch the cell phone king. That was the cover of that magazine. The same year, the competition that was going to kill them was launched. But they thought they were too big to fail. They were too powerful to fail. But in this age and time, your resources will not save you. A company that can kick you out of the market may not even have up to half of the resources you have in terms of money, in terms of talent, and in terms of assets. But they can sink down your business. So innovation is critical to make sure that the company keeps thriving.